The U.S. is cutting cash to Iraq on worries it is getting into the wrong hands. Welcome to Risk and Reward. I'm Deirdre Bolton. The Fed and the Treasury Department shutting down the flow of billions of dollars to Iraq's central bank. Concerns are mounting that the money was ending up at sanctioned Iranian banks and being funneled to ISIS militants. Retired Captain MacLean is with me now. He says the U.S. should worry less about the money going into Iraq, more about renegotiating our agreements with Iran. Captain, thanks so much for the time. These two are not mutually exclusive. Why not focus on the money trail? It seems like something that is more easily controllable now.
Well, look, it's really hard to focus on the money trail when we seem to lack Iraqi partners who want to do the right thing and keep this money out of ISIS and Iranian hands. Look, this is a really remarkable story. For over a year now, the U.S. government has been leveling some very serious allegations behind closed doors that the Iraqi central bank, when it receives U.S. cash under a legitimate deal, then turns that cash over to other parties who in turn then apparently are providing it to ISIS on the one hand and these Iranian banks on the other hand. And the most remarkable part of the story is that month after month, as the U.S. government is trying to do something about this and get Iraqi help, it turns out that it takes actually shutting down the flow of cash briefly over the summer to get their attention and get their participation in stopping it.
All right, now as far as the Iranian framework that we all agreed to in the summer, that is to say the U.S. of 5 other nations, I mean, experts tell us that that ship has sailed until Iran breaks openly a key condition. So what do you see as a possible action point?
Well, look, yeah, that ship has sailed for sure, but it's worth reflecting on the great irony of the story that came out today here about the cash flow. That this summer, as that nuclear deal was being negotiated and finalized, in fact, behind our backs, these Iranian banks, some of which are linked to the Iranian government and some of which have been sanctioned by the West because of their participation in proliferation deals, weapons proliferation, were going behind American backs and getting U.S. dollars through the Iraqi government, really only a couple steps removed from the U.S. Treasury, even as this deal was being negotiated. So these are our partners.
All right. Retired Captain MacLean, thank you so much for the input. Glad to have you with us.